In this video, I'm going to show you how to create WooCommerce product variations, why to do it, when to do it, how to do it easier, all in this video. Let's get started. So right now we are on a listing on a WooCommerce demo page on my local machine here, and we have the ability to choose the size. This is the size of the shoe. And that is what a variation is. It's the definition of a variation. For a clothing site, as cliche as that is, you pick colors and you'll have different colors to choose from and different sizes, and there can be all kinds of variations depending on what you're doing. So the way most people set these up, which is totally viable, but it's a little more work, is they go into their dashboard, they go to their list of products, and little aside here, if you have some craziness like this going on the right hand side, just go to screen options and turn off whatever that column is called. It's called SEO details. Just turn that off. And then just hit apply. And if we go into, not the women's peach training, because that's the one we just saw with the variations, I'm going to go into one that doesn't have variations yet. If we go into women's mint sneaker, for example, let's edit that and scroll down. So to get variations on a product, we want to change it from simple to variable. And then we can click on variations, but here it says we have to add some attributes because the variations of products are based on the attributes like size, color, weight, material, stuff like that. So let's add some attributes. Let's give it a name. Let's say weight, 10 pounds, pipe character, 11 pounds, pipe character, 12 pounds. I'm just making that up. Whatever the attribute is that you want to have variations for, that's what you enter in here. Then click on Save Attribute. We see it added here. You can click on Remove to remove it. Click on this down arrow to edit it. Also make sure that they're visible on the product page and can be used for variations if that's how you want to use it. And if you're watching this video, I think that's how you want to use it. So make sure those two are checked. Before we carry on with this tutorial, we got to talk about user consent because it's a big deal. Your customers want to know what data is being collected, whether it's being shared with third parties, and how it's being used. That kind of transparency builds trust, and trust matters when you're trying to turn visitors into customers. That's why this video is sponsored by Usercentrics. Their flagship product, CookieBot, helps you manage consent clearly and professionally on your website with customizable banners, support for 60+ languages, automated blocking of non-essential services until consent is given, and easy integration with popular CMS platforms like WordPress. It's also Google certified and IAB certified, which is a big deal if you care about privacy, compliance, and marketing performance. Plus, you get analytics and even A/B split testing tools to help improve consent rates. You can start with a 14-day free trial, no credit card required, and paid plans start at just $8 per month. Check out the link in the description for more information about CookieBot. I also have a playlist with a handful of CookieBot videos that I've linked to in the description as well. And now let's get back to the tutorial. Let's go to variations now. We don't have that warning anymore. We can generate variations. Here it says we're going to do 50 per run. That's fine. Variations really add up. We only have one attribute, which is just the weight. But if you had the weight and a color and a material, and the shoe can be any weight, any material, any color, that's a lot of variations. And those would all be generated right here. You can click on Remove to remove them, click on Edit to edit them, or just click on anywhere on their row. You can add a SKU for each one. You can add an image for each one. You can define pricing separately for each one. Everything you need to do for the product can be set individually for each one of these. Let's make the price for this $11. No, let's make it 10. The price for the 11 pound, make it $11 per pound. 12 for that one. Save changes. This is how most people set attributes. Now they have to go into the next listing and do that all over again. You can't just copy and paste this from one listing to another unless you have some fancy plugins, which we don't in this case. We're just using the stock WooCommerce setup. So to make your life a whole lot easier, what you want to do is head over to attributes on the left here. This is under products and then attributes. And you can add attributes here. I added one called size. There's large, medium, and small. Pretty sweet. Let's add one called material. Make the slug material. Don't worry about these two options. Click on Add Attribute. Now let's click into it, or click on Configure Terms, I should say, to configure the terms under material, i.e. the attributes. Let's call one leather, Make one called suede. Is that how you spell it? I think so. Add that one. Let's make one called metal. Who doesn't like a metal running shoe? Add that material. And now that we have these added, hold on, back up. Let's go back to the attributes list. We now have 2 created. You can create as many as you want. And these would be things that you have, or that the products you sell all have in common, or multiple products might have in common, because this will make your life a whole lot easier having it set there. Because now we can go into our products again. Let's go back into the one we were in before, the women's mint sneaker. And let's scroll down, go to our attributes. We have our weight. We can add a new one, or we can add existing. What are the existing ones? Well, it's the ones we just made, material and size. Notice how weight was not pulled up as an existing one. Maybe because we're on the listing that uses it. Let's just double check this. Let's go to a product that doesn't have weight set as an attribute. And then scroll down, go to attributes, choose add existing, and it's true. Weight is not an option because it's not created under attributes. It's created individually just on this listing. And sometimes that's relevant. That's something you should do, because sometimes you have a unique product that has attributes all to its own, in which case you do it this way. If you have many products that share attributes, like shirts or shoes, you want to create them under the attributes tab. So now we can add material. Whoops, I clicked on size. That's okay, we'll add size too. And material. We can select all the values. That pulls them all in from the attributes listing that we had. Select all down here for the materials. You can also press the little X to get rid of any of them that aren't relevant for that specific product. And then we save. Now we have all these attributes. Now watch what happens with the variations. The variations are going to go crazy. We want to click on Generate Variations, because now we have size and material to add. It's going to take a minute because it's a bunch of variations that we're adding here. 27 variations added. So every variation of, or every combination is another way of thinking about it, of those options is added here. And then you can customize each one, as we saw before. This part you can't make easier unless you're going to mess around directly in the WordPress database, or you get a paid plugin. There's some paid plugins that will make customizing each of these a little easier, but if you want to do it all for free, you got to do this all manually, or dive into the database, which is a little scary. Let's click on Update, and we can see what this looks like on the listing. Let's view this page. We have our different options listed here. We can choose a weight, a size, a material. You can have each of these displaying as different images, because we can set a different image for every single combination of all these. That's the power of variations and attributes. Your customers can be very precise in what they order, and you can give them lots of options for what they want to order, which is really cool. And that's really all you need to know about variations. Now the real work begins for you specifically, which is getting all the photos and all the pricing and all the everything together and customizing each one of these. If you do, your customers will appreciate it, your store will be super slick, and it's going to be amazing. If you got value from this video, make sure you like and subscribe to let me know. Then check out this video on your screen right now, which shows you how to customize this Add to Cart button. It might be the most important button on your WooCommerce site. So customizing this and making it clickable is what this video is focused on. So check that out, and I'll see you there.